where is that coming from?
Oh, do you have the volume up on there?
I don't. No, I have mine on silent.
That's so weird. Oh, I know where it's picking up. No, it's not picking up from there.
It's not picking up from me. Oh, look, there's a delay.
Oh, do you have the volume up on there?
I don't.
Use your phone.
My phone?
Your phone now.
Listen, this is all new to me. I just want to make sure I look pretty.
Oh, you look
Hey, everybody, put on your socks and grab your cocks. It's Hey Pal, what's new? We're back.
And now we're in the dungeon.
Yes, we're in the Casper Creek compound.
Or as I like to call it, the mothership.
Yes, indeed. Hi, everybody. It's Greg, along with my hetero life mate, John.
Woo, that's me.
Yeah, so, we're back. Yeah, we missed Wednesday. Sorry, we missed you all. But, sometimes life calls. And, so we're recording now. So you guys will get an episode, this weekend or whenever we decide to put it up.
You get an episode when we deem you worthy of an episode.
That's right. But listen, first of all, we just want to say thank you so much for all the people who liked us on...
Over 100 people on Facebook.
In less than 24 hours. So, I mean, come on. That's great.
I attribute it to my dashing good looks and sweet charm.
Yes. And my very big pecs.
And people's and people's obsession with water wings.
Yes, water wings. So.
I'm loving the little water wings logo. Did you draw that yourself?
No, I got that from somewhere. But hey, look, merch is coming out soon. If you don't know about the water wings,
check out episode 1.
Episode 1. That's what any of the hardcore listeners will know about the water wings. So that's like our new I guess logo of sorts.
It's the poor man's fleshlight.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes sometimes it's a fleshlight, sometimes it's a microwave pumpkin. You gotta do whatever you gotta do.
Or as Dave from college used to say, a microwaved cantaloupe. Whittle a little hole in it, you microwave it till a little steam comes out.
Ooh. Sometimes you get a seed at the end of your... Anyway, so so we're back. We're back in the saddle here. It's good to be here. We're in a new comp, so you're not gonna hear any
bug
zappers or crickets or anything like that.
Now, on that thing over there, there's a green button on the left-hand side.
Yes, this thing here?
Yeah.
You want me to turn that off? Ooh.
Yeah.
I still hear fans of some sort. Wow, now it's really quiet.
The only thing we might get is the dehumidifier might kick on at some point.
Nah. That's all right. Apparently people like podcast sounds. So.
Oh, excuse me.
Like that.
Farts, burps. Sneezes.
Yeah. So it's good.
Corona coughs.
Yeah, so we're filming live. We actually have video on us here, which is new. So, we're
I might forget there's video and someone's going to catch me picking my nose.
Oh, well, I'm not going to say anything.
2 knuckles deep.
Oh.
Pull out a chunk of brain.
Yeah, no, I picked beforehand, so I think I'm good. But anyway, so we're at the Casper Creek compound in parts unknown, weight unknown. But we're happy. Like I said, we just want to say thank you to everybody who liked the Facebook post, the new page. We'll be posting our streams on there, merch soon. Things are happening, things are bubbling. So we're very excited about it. We're very happy that you guys checked it out. So. So to start it off, pal.
Ooh.
What's new? What went on with you this week?
I got no new music.
I actually have
movies-wise.
No. See, I have no movies, but I do have music.
I got 2 TV shows, though.
Oh.
I'm all about the TV.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just so behind on all my TV stuff. It's, I'm still not caught up with Heels or What If.
I'm all caught up with Heels. I'm all caught up with What If. Finally, Kat and I got caught up with The Walking Dead.
Yes. Yeah. See, I'm one of those fancy AMC Plus subscribers, so I get an episode, which kind of sucks because, everybody's, watching episode 3 and talking about episode 3. I've already seen episode 4.
Yep.
So,
and I download everything, so I've... the bootlegs, so I've already seen episode 4 as well.
Yeah, so what do you think of it so far? It's like,
It's like they're trying to wrap it up real quick. It's like, I don't know how many people out there watch Lucifer,
not me.
but
No.
the last season is on Netflix, and it's super. I mean, it's always been a little campy, but it's even worse now that they're wrapping up and it's the last season.
They're going for it.
And it's just, I mean, there's an animated episode in there that's like straight out of Hanna-Barbera. It's like they walk into this guy's hell, and his hell is a cartoon world, and it's like, what?
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, as far as The Walking Dead goes, I mean, like I said, I've been watching it since, same as you, pilot, episode 1. They gotta move on to the Commonwealth. I mean, stop with these Reaper people. I'm not taking it.
But this is the last season, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they're gonna do 8 episodes, then another 8, then another 8.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah, they're gonna drag this on as long as they can, but I'm not interested in the Reaper stuff. Just get to the Commonwealth.
They're going to drag it on longer than a divorce.
Seriously. But anyway, yeah, so, Walking Dead, I am caught up with. The other ones I am not. There was a show that I was going to talk about, but now I can't think of it. So
hopefully it's not the shows I'm talking about.
Well, why don't you hit me with your best shot there, Pat?
I'll save the better one for last. The first new show I found, and it was just like out of nowhere. There's a site I go to that like tells me, oh, there's a new episode of this show out. There's a new episode of Ted Lasso or whatever, and I know when the new episodes drop. But what's great is if there's a new show out, it's typically listed there. There's a show called Kin, Kin. It's basically about a family that's Irish mob. So it's only 2 episodes. I only watched the first one.
And it's called Kin.
Yeah.
And it's on what?
I don't know. I download everything. How horrible is that? I'm a bootlegger.
We got
I'm a pirate.
We got to point him in the right direction.
You know where it is? Ready for this?
Where?
Put your cock away. It's on AMC Plus.
Gives me something to watch. See?
And
that's why we do this show. So I can be behind on everything else that I'm watching.
So here's the synopsis: new Irish crime drama series where a boy is killed and his family embarks on a gangland war with an international cartel, a war that is impossible to win. And I don't even know how to say it. The Canellas have something that the cartel does not: an unbreakable bond of blood and family. Kin premieres exclusively on AMC Plus.
Exclusively.
It's got Aidan Gillian and Charlie Cox.
Cox. That sounds good. Irish mob, hey, that's right up my alley. It's my heritage, so, and your heritage too. So
yeah,
maybe we'll
literally
maybe we'll see somebody we know.
Every time we break out the O'Reilly Family album, it's like, wait, what? Something's fishy here.
What's this guy with his derby hat on? What's he doing?
Oh, yeah.
a lot of derby hats.
You look at it and go, that's a bunch of Irish gangsters from the 19...
Oh, I like that. The 19... So that's good. Kin, and it's on AMC Plus.
Yeah, I've only watched one episode. It was pretty good. It's like your crime drama, kind of.
Now...
Dark and gritty.
I do remember that there is a show coming up. I don't know if it's started yet. And I believe that it's on Hulu. Is it the one you're thinking of?
I don't know.
Is it Why the Last Man?
It was so good.
Oh, you watched it.
3 episodes out already. That was the second show I was going to talk about. I always heard people talk about it, and I was like, wait, Why the Last Man? Like WHY the Last Man? And it's like, no Y, comma, the letter Y, comma, the last man, because his name is Yorick.
Well, isn't it because of the Y chromosome too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's like this plague that kills like all the men on the planet. They basically bleed out and hemorrhage and drop dead. Women go freaking buck wild because everything starts shutting down, not because there's no men, just because something like that happens. Half of society disappears and everything's going to collapse. But he wakes up, he's like, what's going on, huh? And he like realizes, wait, what? Something went down, and he's the last man alive on Earth.
Yeah, it's based on a graphic novel that's been out for decades. I mean, I remember reading it a long time ago.
I've never read it, and I actually downloaded it, pirate, on my iPad. I've started reading the first one because I like to see how close it is to the show is to the graphic novel.
Yeah. See, that's the dangerous thing about graphic novels or shows based on comics. I did that with The Walking Dead, where after a season's done, you have to wait a year or whatever for the next season. You're like, but I want to know what happens. It's like, I'll just read the comic books, And I ended up reading all the episodes. And, you know, they do change it from the TV show to the comic book. They have things that they change. But, you know, I'm interested to see why The Last Man, because I love the graphic novel.
And I think we talked about, like, with Invincible, they did that. There's a bunch of stuff that happens in the early issues of Invincible that they completely left out of the show.
Yeah.
But apparently, what's his name, the guy who makes the show, who wrote the comic? And we talked about the fact that he wrote that comic before he wrote The Walking Dead.
That would be Mr. Kirkman, Robert Kirkman, yeah.
He talked about the fact that, like, some of those plot lines that were in the early comics that were left out of the first season are going to show up in the second season. So...
Yeah, I haven't picked up the comic books on that yet. I want to. And aren't they doing, like, they have the animated one, but they're going to do a live action one as well? So it's like, what?
And that's Seth Rogen is doing it?
Yeah.
And he plays the voice of that alien who he battles in space. Very funny.
Yeah, no, Invincible I really, really dig. I mean, I love these shows based on... I mean, obviously, I'm a Marvel shill and DC and all that stuff. So when they take these source materials for the comic book stuff, it's cool to see. But yeah, and sometimes you're in the know, sometimes you're not, you know.
I on those things I'd rather not be in the know, which is why, like, with Why the Last Man, they have the first 3 episodes already up on Hulu. I think the 4th one goes up Monday. Yeah, I think it's Monday.
Okay.
But I'll read the comics until I get caught up with what's on the show, and then I'm going to stop. I just want to see how parallel it is, how much it's like. I don't want spoilers. I kind of enjoy not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing that stinks about The Walking Dead right now is that, you know, I know, but it's completely different.
Yep.
You know, the comic book is, the storylines, you could see certain people adapting to some storylines, like, oh, okay, this person's going to take over that storyline because, you know, spoiler alert, Carl's dead.
No.
Yeah.
You can't protect him, Rick.
You can't protect him, Rick. Coral. Yeah, how those Rick movies coming out?
Dude, I'm waiting for, what is that town that they're in now? In it, the like utopian town.
Yeah,
so, like,
the Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth. I'm waiting for like Rick to walk out of a building and be like, "What's up, guys?" Rick, god damn it!
Yeah, you know he's coming back. He's got to come back. You know,
they'll throw him in there the last episode. He'll come out and just be like, "Sup."
It'd be funny if he got his fate in the comic books as soon as he came back.
What, they cut off his hand?
No. Oh, you didn't read to the end?
Nope.
Oh, see, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it.
I don't give a shit. If people haven't fucking read it, fuck them.
Yeah, yeah.
Rick dies.
He does. And like, all right, everybody, it's spoiler alert. We need like a spoiler alert warning or something like that. But yeah, that's close enough. No, in the comic book of The Walking Dead, the issue before the last issue, Rick gets killed in like the most mundane, like, this is, 190 something issues of this comic, and that's how he goes out. I won't spoil how he goes out, but he does. And then and Kirkman made a couple of issue covers, to totally throw people off.
Oh, that's right. I heard
that.
that.
And then the next issue,
because they've ended the comic series.
They ended the comic series,
and it was like out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it was like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah. He released, because what they would do is he would release the covers of the issues, like, because they come out once a month, right? So one of the, he'd be like, okay, this is issue 196, 197, 198. They ended at 194. He made bogus covers.
Oh, that's awesome.
So everybody was just like, wait, no. And then he goes, oh yeah, issue I think it's 194. Yeah, we're done. That's it.
Good for him.
I'm a big fan of Robert Kirkman. He's, he can do no wrong in my eyes.
I love it when he's on Fat Man Beyond.
Yeah.
And Kevin Smith is always like, I ain't got no Kirkman money. Yeah. And he's like, where? Where's the Kirkman money? I don't have it either.
I mean, between Invincible, Walking Dead, what's the other? He's got a ton of other comics that came out. There was one that I started reading of his. I think it's Oblivion Song. It's very similar. It's like an apocalypse kind of thing, but it's contained into like one city, and it's like all bubbled off.
Okay. And
then the person has to go in and like get something or whatever. It's kind of very.
It very reminds me of that Stephen King story that became a series. The Dome.
Oh, The Dome. Yeah, I didn't watch that.
What the fuck happened to that show? But I was gonna say, like, Why the Last Man? You read the graphic novel, but it very much has a It's very reminiscent of The Stand.
Yeah, similar to that.
Post-apocalyptic, everything's going to hell. One person who's like, what? I don't know. All those post-apocalyptic shit are the same.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a bunch of them, and I actually do enjoy a lot of them, especially the Korean ones. Have you seen Train to Busan?
No.
Oh, it's on Netflix. That's a recommendation for you.
Whoa. Out of nowhere from left field comes
That's right.
Craig with the Train to Busan.
It's a Korean film. It's on Netflix, and they made a sequel to it, too. I don't know if the sequel is on Netflix, too.
The Train from Busan, no.
No, it was like Peninsula or something like that.
Let's see. Train to Busan.
That's a really good one. The sequel was good. It wasn't as good as the first one. And there's another one that I saw a trailer for. It's called Awake. I think it's called. That's coming out. It's a remake of a Korean apocalypse one called Alive, which is on Netflix too, which I'm going to watch this weekend. I think this weekend with my daughters, it's going to be scary movie weekend. Unlike the last episode where I had, car crash week. Not car crash. It was plane crash weekend. I think this weekend's going to be
Zombie weekend.
And then also I want to see Malignant. Which, have you heard of Malignant?
I've heard of it, but I don't.
That's on HBO Max. It's James Wan's new movie, who did all the Saw movies,
Tap, tap, tap.
and all that. Yeah, it's like, what's that?
That's me tapping, looking it up. Malignant on HBO Max. Yeah. It's on HBO Max?
Yeah, it came out in theaters and it's on HBO Max.
So I don't have to go sit in a COVID-infested theater to what? I'm just kidding.
No COVID for you.
Get back to your life. Get back to normal. Come on.
Get the vaccine.
Oh, dog's going nuts. Someone must be at the front door.
Oh, yeah. What is that? You can hear that from up here.
Oh, yeah. That's my dogs upstairs going crazy.
Yeah. See, you don't get bug zappers. You get dogs.
Maybe at some point we'll have a cat walk through here. Meow.
So, yeah, there's a couple of them right there. We're talking Train to Busan. The sequel, Train to Busan Peninsula, I think. Or it's something like that.
Yeah, when I Googled it, there was something about, like, Train to Busan having a remake. The article's like, Korean fans, here we are, why fans are disappointed with the remake of Train to Busan.
Well, I think that, it's a typical thing. Like, that the one that I was talking about that's called Awake, I think it's the Korean version that's on Netflix, which I'm going to watch this weekend, is called Alive.
Okay.
And it's, same thing. Those Koreans know how to make them zombies.
Make a good movie.
They do. But
and that's South Korea. Wow. Stop. I don't want the sound. I don't need to have the trailer for Safe House.
Safe House?
Yeah, just what comes up. With Ryan Reynolds. Ryan
Reynolds. He's the sexiest man alive.
There's a tasty slice of cake. So Alive. Not Alive, the Crash in the Alps movie.
No. Although that's
it's hashtag Alive.
Oh, is it hashtag Alive?
That's what it's saying here. A grisly virus rampages a city. A lone man stays locked inside his apartment, digitally cut off from seeking help and desperate to find a way out.
Yeah. It's
Korean horror movie, zombie horror movie. Damn. I'm going down a Korean rabbit hole. Anastasia's going to be like, yeah, Dad, you didn't know? She's all about the Korean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she likes that K-pop, doesn't she?
Oh, boy, does she. We were just talking about some K-pop band before. I was talking about new music releases. It's like, doesn't look like there's anything good because I was listening to new Jonas Brothers.
Oh, boy.
I know. 50-year-old guy listening to Jonas Brothers. But she's like, and then she mentioned some band. I was like, who? She goes, it's a K-pop band. Back in my huge K-pop time. I used to listen to them all the time, but like not so much anymore.
Well, wasn't she like a big One Direction fan for a while, too?
Who wasn't?
I mean, that's true. I mean, I am a Harry Styles fan.
Is Harry in the new movie that someone brought up? I think he's in some movie or some shit like that someone brought up. Now we're going down a fucking ADHD rabbit hole.
Yeah, seriously, we're all over the place.
So yeah, Why the Last Man? The 3 episodes, really good.
Okay.
That broad's in it. What's her name?
That broad. I don't know.
Now I'm gonna make myself look bad when I'm like, what's her name? Fucking.
You know the movie with that guy that was in that thing?
That's right, with the girl.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.
That's right.
Yes, another Kevin Smith reference.
Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
He finished wrapped on let's see where.
Oh yeah, Clerks 3.
Talk about speed filming. Diane Lane.
Diane Lane. Okay. Why don't I know the name?
Yeah, exactly. You hear her and you're like, I know that name, but she's like fucking in everything.
Yeah.
She's one of those people.
Okay.
Why the Last Man? She was Martha Kent in Justice League.
Oh, okay.
She was also in
Martha.
House of Cards.
Was she in House of Cards?
Yeah.
Everybody forgets about that one because of the Spacey.
Oh, she was the voice of the mom in Inside Out.
Naughty boy, that Spacey.
Oh, he was some Kaiser Soze level shit going on there. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. Allegedly. Let's keep ourselves.
I don't want to get sued.
Exactly. You know, we don't want to get demonetized.
Sources say.
Sources say.
Yeah, Diane Lane, she's like in everything.
That's all right. I got my big streaming royalty check for this quarter. $6.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's some critically ashamed money. It goes right into the Cash App fund, right?
Yes,
the band
it does.
Cash App fund.
Yes, it does. So, yeah, I made a cool $6 and change. See, kids, you can stream thousands of songs and still only make that sweet, sweet dollar of $6. You know, I get my awesome royalty checks.
It's
$6
more
here,
than I make.
$6 here, $7 there. You know. Yeah.
But now that I got a SAG card.
Oh.
If I get a role that's like a featured role as a extra background, whatever, that's when the royalties start coming in.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, we're going to be talking.
It's never going to happen.
We're talking about the week, though. So, did you any shooting this week that we missed?
Nope.
Nothing, huh?
There's so many roles, and I keep like seeing them. Like, and one of them was great. I was like, man, if only it was. Looking for a stand-in, must be 6'1" to 6'3", in good shape.
I'm out.
To be a stand-in for Hugh Jackman in his new movie that he's making.
You should have called me.
And it's like, you get, as a stand-in, you get some serious money, like, for an 8-hour day. And
Wow.
all your job to do is just, oh, they're setting up the scene. We need the stand-in to come in there and take Hugh's place. All right, it's going to look like this. Okay, that's how he's going to be framed out. All right, cool. All right, you're out of here. Bring Hugh in. And that's it.
Oh,
That's what you do all day. You wear the same kind of outfit Hugh's going to wear and then stand in his spot while they set up the scene.
Well, if they're ever looking for chubby guys with crooked glasses and bad hair, I'm your guy. You know.
I'll keep you in mind.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, no, that's cool. What did I do this week? Oh, I went to see Guns N' Roses last weekend with my family.
You took your mother.
Yes, my mother. It was her birthday, so she decided to take. Decided to take all of her kids to see Guns N' Roses. So my mother, in her, we're not going to mention age, but you know she was
29 and a half, Gregory.
Yes, but we all went into the pit. We had general admission tickets to see Guns N' Roses and Mammoth. Mammoth was opening up, which we talked about in the first episode. And let me tell you, I bought a Mammoth t-shirt. They were amazing. They were really good. And Guns N' Roses was too. And it's so funny because we were talking, I don't know if we talked about it the last time with like Maiden shows and stuff. When I go to these shows, you know, you're thinking that it's 1989 again. It's like, oh my God, it's going to be so much drugs and booze and puking and fireworks and blah.
Nope.
All middle-aged fat people like me.
Nice.
Nobody under the age of 30. I didn't see any kids or young people there. Guns N' Roses, 3 hours they played.
Oh my God. I will say it is nice, like, you go to a Descendants concert, there's younger kids.
Yeah. I mean,
Guns N' Roses, not so much.
I didn't see any. I saw a lot of middle-aged people like myself, you know, trying to get their guns on. But, you know,
maybe if there's a 18-year-old, it's because they're driving dad home after he has a couple of drinks at the show.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was at the Hard Rock.
You gotta be responsible, son.
Yes, it was at the Hard Rock in Atlantic City, so you can imagine like people are just gonna stumble back to their hotel room or something if you can afford it. Jesus Christ, it's expensive. But yeah, we had a good time. It was like I said, Guns N' Roses. I'd never
seen them live.
I never saw them live. I did have tickets to see them for the Use Your Illusion tour, and they canceled. So I was like, fuck that band. I'm never seeing. They go on 2 hours late. They're all drunk. They're all blah, blah, blah. went to see them. They went on exactly at 9 o'clock when they were supposed to. They played for 3 hours straight, no break.
Axel must have had his sponsor there.
Axel sounded great. Not only did he sound great, he was smiling. He was happy. He engaged with the crowd like, hey, how's everybody doing?
I can finally pay my bills.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, he kept that thing going for a while, even with a bunch of, cover band people. But, Slash, Duff, and Axel, they were, I mean, I was surprised. Like, I went into it thinking, like, all right, well,
it's going to be a train wreck.
It's going to be a train wreck. They're going to sound horrible, blah, 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 blah. But, like, let me tell you, they did great. They even did a bunch of covers, too. They did I Want to Be Your Dog by the Stooges.
Oh.
With Duff singing. They did a Glenn Campbell song. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know. It was like Wichita something. We'll put it on the Spotify playlist.
Wichita something.
We'll put on they did that new Gun song called Absurd, which is indeed absurd, but it's kind of cool. I mean, when you got a lyric and it says pussy full of maggots, I mean, come on.
What?
Yeah. They're getting all punk rock on us.
Wichita Lineman.
Yes. They did a cover of that, and it was great. So we'll put that on the Spotify. We'll put Absurd on the Spotify. Johnny
Cash does it too.
Does he really? I don't know. It was funny because talk about the generation gap. I went and we had general admission tickets, and I'm like, there's no way my mother's gonna stand for 3 hours.
No,
and I'm not gonna stand for 3 hours. This was my first, ladies and gentlemen. This was my first concert I went to sober. As a sober gentleman. So I go in this pit. There is, to my left of me, there's some Cheech and Chong guy smoking weed out of his vape pen like a nut job. Everybody was really nice though, really respectful. Nobody was like, there was no fights, there was no puking, there was none of that stuff. But to the left of me was the pot smoking guy. Which I love the smell of weed. I'm sorry, I don't smoke it, but I just love the smell of it. So I was like, okay, blow that shit in my face. I'm fine. On the right side, we had this couple that were very drunk.
Always.
Very interested in my family. And apparently they were swingers. Oh. And were trying to pick up my brother.
Well, who wouldn't?
I know. My brother is a sexy gentleman. So after all, but then they finally disappeared, which was good. And then let's say like an hour in the pit. It was funny because my mother, who's 25 years older than me,
cat's out of the bag, people.
Well, you have to figure out my age.
3.
3. Yes, I was 3. So when I looked at her and she was in it, but I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I can't deal with I'm not good with crowds, with the smoking and the drinking and all that stuff triggering me. So I said, Mom, come on, let's get some space in the back. Because, I mean, my mom's like 4 foot nothing.
But even drunk, you were never one for crowds.
No. Even when we went to the Descendants, I was drinking, and I didn't like going up to the front.
Right. But even when we went to see Morrissey at the Garden in that basement freaking mini theater that they have down there,
yeah,
you were in the back the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not big with crowds. So I said, let's get out of here. So I took my mom in the back to get some space, and I looked, and the first row of the seats were completely empty. So I said, Mom, let's go sit down. And when you went to the seats, it was elevated so you could see better. So we sat down, got myself a tonic water, got my mother a tonic water. The security guard was standing right there. He didn't say, where's your tickets? Because I was going to tell him, I'm like, look, it's my mother here. Like, can we just...
This is my elderly mother. I got to keep an eye on her.
And every once in a while, a drunk person would come and just collapse and just kind of stare and go get more beer. But other than that, it's beautiful. So
the amount you pay for that ticket, I just think about like the people are so hammered they're not even gonna remember the show.
No, that's the thing. Like as bad as I used to do drinking, I pretty much would remember the majority. I don't think there's any concert that I went to that I like blacked out.
It was usually the after that you blacked out.
Yeah, that's when it all catches up to you because you got the adrenaline going. You're watching the band. You're in the mix. You're just.
And then afterwards, you're sitting in a bar watching the UFC fights, eating the appetizers you didn't order.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
And then reaching over, drinking, and grabbing my beer. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Greg was a bad boy for a while.
A very bad boy.
A very naughty boy. But anyway, the show was awesome. If you get a chance to see them, go see them. And go pick up Mammoth's record, too. They were really good. And
It's a good listen. I have them, like, well, it's in that playlist we have. Every now and then I just throw it on shuffle. I like them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm honestly not going to run out and be like, I got to go see Mammoth in concert.
No, I mean, it was cool that I saw them, I wouldn't go see them by themselves. They were opening up for Guns, so I was like, oh, cool. It was like, as Sid would say in Toy Story, double prizes. So, you get that.
Oh, double prizes.
Oh, boy, double prizes. So, I got that, and, I bought my my $50 Mammoth shirt. But what was cool is that because it was at a casino, I started with 60, went down to about 10, then made 60 again. So I broke even at the slots.
You playing the old slots?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was hitting the slots, was ahead, then went down. I ended up with 60, so I took that 60, bought my shirt for 50, had $10 for a drink, and it was good to go.
$10 for a tonic water.
Oh. Forget it, yeah. I mean, but the trick was you had to wait until, because every line, the beer line, the drink line, the merch line was like out the door. I waited till Guns did one of their bluesy jams for like 10 minutes and ran out. There was nobody out there. I walked right up to the merch counter. I was like, I'll take that shirt, please. And then walked over and I said, I'll take a tonic water.
that was the great thing about seeing Descendants open up for Rise Against, was like there was no line at their merch line.
Yeah.
And I think that was mostly because everybody thought there was just a single merch line for both. And they were just on that line. I was like, is there a separate line for this? And the guy's like, yeah. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, see, the Guns and the Mammoth one was all together. But yeah, let me tell you, dude, $50 for a t-shirt, that's some... Now I'm just thinking of that freaking...
The Macklemore song. That's some ignorant bullshit.
$50 for a t-shirt, that's some other regular bullshit.
Come on, this is explicit. I've got an explicit warning on this.
Really?
Oh, yeah. No, on us. This is...
Oh, explicit on us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, not on what's on my phone.
I mean, the first thing I said was, put on your socks and grab your cocks.
If you've got more than one.
Exactly. Grab a friend's cock. It's all right. It's not, it's allowed. So, yeah, that was a good show. So we talked about Why the Last Man. We talked about Train to Busan, the sequels, and the Korean horror. Check out the Korean horror on Netflix.
Yeah. When you go to Train to Busan, they have, of course, good old Netflix has that little tag underneath it. There's no Korean horror, but it says horror, Korean, all the different categories. So I'm guessing you could just hit the horror or hit Korean. And see what they got.
We're going to put it on our new Facebook page.
That's true.
We don't have to worry about description in the podcast stuff. You can just, if you like and subscribe to our pages and stuff, you'll get all this information. So you don't have to go, what were they talking about again?
Who is that guy? What would you guys say again?
Yeah, so you came up with those TV shows and you said you have nothing music-wise?
No.
No.
Other than that new Jonas Brothers song.
Oh, the Joe Bros.
And that was literally something I was like looking at new releases. I was like, oh, what's this? And it was like, Jonas Brothers?
Yeah, I did that. When you do Spotify and the new releases, I mean, I go to Discover because it kind of matches me against new releases of bands I follow. Because I'll go through the new releases in Spotify. I don't know 98% of those fucking bands.
No, it's the New Music Friday playlist they have. And I'm like, what the fuck is... I don't know any of this.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. We should come up with a segment, especially when we do these episodes on a Friday, of like... I got to come up with a name with it, obviously, but it's, oh my God, they're still putting out records?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. There was 2 albums that I listened to today that I said, oh shit, they're still putting out music? Both were...
Lil Nas X one, sorry.
Both of them were very good, which I'm going to recommend 2 of them that I listened to today because, on Fridays I do try to, check out what's there. Now, if I look on ye old Spotify, which I will look on, in this new segment I like to call they're still putting out albums. The 2 albums that I listened to,
they're not dead.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I was in Products of Society. We were rehearsing at this place in what was it, Beacon Falls or something like that. We used to rehearse there a lot, and we're in there and we're playing, and this girl walks by and she goes, "Oh man, who is that playing in there?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, it's Broad Society." And she goes, "They're still around?"
Ow, that hurts.
But the two albums that I saw that I was like, they're putting out new music. The first one is from Candlebox. Do you remember Candlebox?
Unfortunately, I do.
Well, they do.
I'll catch some shit for that one, but
yeah, they do have a few jams. I mean, not the pot, oh, that one, no, but like Simple Lessons, which I'll put on this playlist. The playlist is good. They just put out a new album called Wolves.
Okay.
I listened to it. It's good. I'm like, okay, Candlebox, you're still putting out music. Okay, great. I will always give old artists or legacy artists or classic, whatever you want to call them. If they're putting out new music, I want to support them. Not a huge Candlebox fan, but at the same time, I was just like, wait, they have a new album out? And the other one that came out was by Billy Idol.
No.
He put out an EP.
Billy's going.
Billy Idol.
I love that Billy Idol's got a channel on XM radio.
Does he?
Not a channel. He does like a show where he's playing music, but he just fucking rambles on. You're like, what is Billy talking about? Is he all right?
Yeah,
Billy,
right.
you having a stroke over there? You smell burnt toast?
Let me tell you about that time I was in the doors. Right.
It's almost as funny as what's his name? Oh my god, the guitar guy.
In Billy Idol?
No. Oh god,
That would be Steve Stevens for people playing at home.
Oh shit, we talked about him a couple weeks ago. Fuck.
Guitar player?
Yeah. Tom Morello.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Morello does the show with his mom on XM.
Oh, Jesus.
Tom Morello's mom. So my mom's here, right, Mom? Yeah, it's Tony. That's right. It's like, what is she saying?
Why? They're giving everybody a shot. I mean, case in point, the two of us assholes.
I know.
But anyway, Billy Idol does have a new EP out called The Roadside, which was good.
I'd like to think an EP is going to be like, look, I could have written 6 more shit songs and thrown them out there, but these are some good songs, and that's all I'm putting out is these 3 really good songs.
Yeah, there's 4 songs on it. It was, Steve Stevens, great guitar player. He's been with Billy since the beginning, and, he's front and center on this record. But, there's 4 songs on there. I don't know if they're pushing it or anything like that, but, I do go down to Discover, and sometimes I'll go down new releases, and I'll look in there and go, holy shit, they're still putting out music? So I think there should be a segment, especially on Fridays, where we go, wait, they're still putting out music?
Do they have to be there putting out music, or can it be anything, though?
I mean, I'm looking through the new releases on here. I mean, Daughtry's got a new album out.
Why?
What? Who's that? No, actually, there's one song on it that's good. I'll admit. Heavy is the Crown, I think it was called. That one was good. So those were my music picks for today. So we're gonna put those on the Spotify playlist. Which, by the way, if you guys are on Spotify, if you listen to us on Spotify, we have a playlist. So any music that we speak about on this program, you can download the playlist. You can follow it. You can even add your own stuff in there and say, "Hey, fuckos, listen to this shit." And we'll listen to it. So I'm going to add that stuff on here. Probably not right now because I'm not really good at multitasking. But well, I'll do that after the program. So those are my music picks. And you said everything about
TV shows.
TV shows. As far as TV goes, like...
I mean, look, I don't know who follows all the shit that's on Apple TV at this point. I haven't watched it yet. That Emmy Award-winning morning show starring Rachel Green, Brad Pitt's ex. What the fuck?
Oh, Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston's on it.
Jennifer Aniston? Did you
what's his
does
name?
She still have the Rachel haircut?
No, but what's his name? Playing a total fucking Weinstein-like kind of guy.
Is he very grabby?
No, but like the whole premise of the show was like the morning show was ixnayed because like in deep shit because is it Steve Carell? No, what the fuck is his name? God damn it. I'm going down this fucking rabbit hole. I hate when I do this.
We should really take our medication before we do this.
Yes. What the fuck is his name? Yeah, Steve Carell. Steve Carell plays like a news anchor guy who's like, just is like, oh, you want to be my co-anchor? Well, suck on this. He's very much like, fuck me and I'll give you a spot on the show. I'll make you a producer.
Oh, and Steve Carell's one of those playing one of those guys?
And he's been like outed like Matt Lauer was.
Wow.
And
where in the world is Matt Lauer? He's in your pants.
If he was, I would have had a SAG card a long time ago.
That's right. Hit the button under the desk.
But yeah, I mean, Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
She's in it. I haven't watched the first episode of the new season yet. I do have it. I mean, I have that Apple TV subscription.
Yeah.
But I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this car wreck.
Oh, please share.
The people protesting outside the CDC. I don't want to get political, but the people outside the CDC protesting the vaccine because Nicki Minaj's friend has a cousin in some third world country who got sick from the vaccine. So they're like, I'm not getting it. Joe Rogan hit it best. He goes, we're living in South Park.
We really are at this point. Yeah, like I said, we don't want to get political, but, people are fucking nuts.
I get my scientific news from Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
She's my medical expert.
Yeah.
Fuck Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Yeah, let's all make fun of Fauci and take our freaking medical advice from fucking Anaconda.
And I'm sure people are going to go nuts. Hey, Fauci he was involved. I don't care about that. It's like the last person I'm going to listen to is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, no. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, look, nobody's out to get you. Nobody gives a fuck what you're doing. Honestly, nobody cares. Everyone, my privacy. Nobody gives a fuck what you're doing.
Nope.
So don't worry, your privacy's fine. The government ain't watching you. They ain't putting chips in your body.
You carry your cell phone around. They don't need to put a chip in you.
Yeah, exactly. I used to say that to people all the time because I do work in marketing. If you go on social media and like Cheetos, don't be surprised that you get 50 things about cheese doodles.
Yep.
That's how it works.
I can go on Facebook now and look what my ads are.
Do you know how many ads I get right now for water wings?
I don't doubt it. What is this? Must-see Kickstarter project.
Oh, please.
From this to this. A successful campaign. Let's see. Ads. Oh, and please, people. This is like a public service announcement. Mm-hmm. Could we stop with these fucking, you're a genius if you could figure out this. Yeah. 1 + 2 is 3. 3 + 4. And it's like those math ones. It's like, oh my God, dude, you failed algebra. Just stop trying to be like you're a genius because you're not in Mensa.
Or how about the ones where it's like,
sorry,
what's
Yankee.
the last movie that you saw that you really enjoyed? It's like, yeah, why don't you just put your mother's maiden name on there too, you fucking
The
jerk.
last thing you ate is the only thing you could eat for the rest of your life. Go!
You can only pick one. Hendrix or see Nirvana. They're all fucking dead.
Yep.
Move on. It's okay. Speaking of people who've passed, and we should mention it, Norm Macdonald.
Oh, Norm.
Norm. I loved Norm Macdonald. I still do. He's great. Out of nowhere, I had no idea that he had cancer for 9.
Nobody did. He purposely kept it private because he didn't want people to focus on that while he was still working and on stage.
Yeah, I mean, just a genius comic. Dirty Work is a classic. What else can we say that hasn't been said 100 times? Yeah. It just came out. I did share with that my favorite clip from Norm Macdonald, which we might put on the page of when he was on with Dennis Miller, and he tells that joke about gay pride. Hey, I don't get this gay pride. Like, you're on there and you say, hey, my son, he just recently, graduated from Harvard, and he loves the cock. He loves cock. He can't get enough cock. Cock in his ass, cock in his mouth. It's just like or when he talks about what he was on The View. I went down the Norm Macdonald rabbit hole.
Of course. When someone like this dies, you got to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, and there was the one where he was on The View, and he And of course, The View, a bunch of, I'm sorry, there were a bunch
Whoopi.
of cackling hens.
Right.
No, this was pre-Whoop. This was Baba Walters' time. But they had Norm on, and he kept bringing up the fact that Bill Clinton was a murderer. He goes, yeah, because Bill Clinton, he murdered somebody. And they're like, now, Norm, you can't say that. That's not proven. He goes, I thought it was public knowledge. And they're like, all right, just stop. Don't do it anymore. And he goes, he's like, huh? Yeah, but Bill Clinton.
We can't ignore the fact that Bill Clinton killed someone.
I mean, balls of steel, that guy. I mean, that's why he got fired from SNL, is because somebody,
Allegedly.
correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody at NBC, I can't remember the name of it, was worked with him, worked with OJ on Wild World of Sports, and he said basically he was telling SNL, stop with the OJ jokes, like just stop with the OJ jokes, and Norm's like, fuck you, I'm not stopping with the OJ jokes.
That's right.
Even when he was acquitted, OJ, the first thing he said was like, OJ got acquitted, so now it's official. It is legal to murder people in the state of California. They were like, but nobody said anything about Frank Stallone. He used to goof on Frank Stallone.
Oh yeah, because who's Frank Stallone?
Come on, Frank Stallone.
Oh, I know who Frank Stallone is, but he's no OJ.
No, exactly. But rest in peace, Norm. That was a big loss. We've been losing a lot.
I don't think anybody else died this week.
No. Check the obituary. I don't think. I mean, that's the only one I know. I mean,
I am checking the obituaries.
Can we also talk about social media as far as people posting stuff about R.I.P. and stuff? I gotta get that one out first.
Oh God!
Just stop.
Or can we stop at the sip?
Yeah. Well, sip.
Sleep in peace instead of rest in peace.
Oh,
not sleeping. He's dead. The eternal dirt nap.
I do always type rest well, whoever the person's name is. But I mean, yeah, people are like vultures. It's just like, oh my God, did you see this? Oh my God, I gotta put this out. But people don't give a shit if the saxophone player in the fucking band that was in the 60s, I mean, it's... What the hell was that?
That's the dogs, man. They're chasing their bones around upstairs.
Oh, boy, the bones. Yeah, so, besides that, with Rest in Peace with Norm, that was... Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
I think Norm MacDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is from the Birds. Yeah, no, that was... the only celebrity death I could think of that came up this week. And like I said, this weekend I do have to catch up on some serious TV.
Right.
My apartment at the time of this recorded podcast is in total disarray. So, I would like to get some sort of I don't want to get the C word. Nobody wants the C word, but... I could use a nice sickness where I can sit in bed and watch TV for 2 days.
You said C word and I'm thinking cancer?
No, not the big. That's the big casino.
The Rona.
The Rona. Nobody wants the Rona. I mean, come on. Don't say that. You'll get triggered. Trigger this. Yeah. As I always say, chew on a grenade.
we were joking because, not... Anyway, I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Yeah. So movie.
Schools are having more. I got an email today about a kid in Xander's class.
Okay.
Tested positive, but he wasn't close enough to the kid for it to be a concern, so he does not have to quarantine.
Ooh.
And I'm like, if this was a year ago, not even a year ago, everybody be losing their fucking. Oh, he was in the same room. The whole class has to quarantine, and now it's like. Well, you have to be within 3 feet for more than 15 minutes, and
I mean, I feel bad for you, for teachers and kids that are going into school having to wear a mask every day, 8 hours a day. I mean, it's tough, and even just working at home, I know, didn't work for a lot of people, like my kids included.
No,
but it's a shame. Like we said, I'm not going to get political on it, but we don't know what the hell we're doing. We don't. Just like this podcast, we have no idea what we're doing.
I got no fucking clue.
We look all professional, and we have lots of likes on our Facebook page, but other than that, so what else do we have to talk about? Do we have a phone a friend guest?
No, we don't. I tried to get someone, but fucker doesn't respond.
Oh, you know what? We don't have a phony guest.
We could randomly call someone.
Yeah. We don't have a sponsor, which, by the way, people, like we keep saying on these episodes, you only got 2 left. After that, we start charging. So if you want to get a free live read on this podcast for whatever you're doing, whether you own a place, you're selling something, you're promoting something, give us a shout. Go on our page, mention it, tag it, whatever you do these days to do that stuff. And we'll read you live on the air and you get some free advertising. Because like I said, braces ain't cheap. So, hey, we gotta, what do they say? You gotta keep the lights on in this joint. But yeah, we have about 2 more episodes left, I think, before we, 2 more episodes in September. We said we would give out free ad reads in September. After that, then we start getting into the pumpkin spice season.
How did we miss this one last week?
What's that? What did we miss?
I'll play it for a second. No
just
no ad.
Fucking pay. I do miss my YouTube Premium. I really do. Ooh. Who is this?
Damn It, I Love You by David Hasselhoff.
The Hoff has new music out?
I had no idea.
Once again, going back to our thing.
I'm gonna throw a shout out there to Mr. J. Persephone. He's the one who posted it with the video, and he's like, damn it, this is awesome. So thanks, Jay, for the suggestion. David Hasselhoff, Damn It, I Love You came out last week.
Oh, see? And another I gotta start writing some jingles because we have to do... Wait, they're still putting out music?
That's right. Write a jingle for We need like different segment ones too.
We do. Like the phone one, we need that. We need the Wait, they still put out new music.
Look who's calling in our show. Look who's calling in our show. Look who's calling in our show.
Who gives a fuck?
Pull out your cock. No.
Look at my taint.
We're at my house. I gotta keep it in my pants.
Yeah.
And we're not in Greg's backyard.
Yeah, and we do have cameras on, so we don't want to get arrested.
I forgot about the camera. Look, your camera's not even on. You keep moving off.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just like one of these. I'm trying not to play to the camera.
I figured you'd want to get perfectly in the camera with the fucking 1989 Batmobile behind you.
Ooh, where's that?
The giant fucking Lego Batmobile.
Are these all attached?
Well, just pick up the stand that they're on. You got fucking the Jack Nicholson Joker, the Batman.
Look at that. Ooh, it's got some nice cobwebs.
And then of course, And then of course up there I got my Millennium Falcon Lego.
Ooh, show the kids the Millennium Falcon Lego.
Let's see. Let me get this.
Oh, look what else we have here. A remote.
Oh shit.
Oh, don't drop that, kid.
Now, granted, it's not the giant Millennium Falcon that's like, $600.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
smaller
when
version.
did Legos get so expensive? Now I'm starting to talk like Norm Macdonald. Yeah.
When did Legos get so expensive?
The Legos. Yeah. Oh wow, what's in there? Is that where you hide your weed?
No, I don't hide my weed. I don't hide my weed.
I don't hide my weed anywhere.
How this goes in there, I don't know.
Who the hell knows? So now we're pulling out Legos. We're definitely we're gonna have to start doing our rank episodes because there's only so much stuff that we can talk about on this podcast.
And in all honesty, if we're gonna do rank episodes, I want to do what the people want to hear. So maybe people can suggest you guys should do an episode ranking, your top favorite this.
Because pumpkin spice season is upon us. Mr.
You know, it is the #1 search
Is it?
on Amazon.
Pumpkin spice?
Yeah, pumpkin spice cookies. Pumpkin spice.
I haven't partaken in pumpkin yet. I usually wait until I see some leaves falling.
There's leaves falling now.
Maybe put on a cable knit sweater. Dance
Come
around.
on, step up and try that pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, no, wait. No, I'm lying. I did have one pumpkin spice. I did have one.
I'm eating those pumpkin spice Velveetas. Not
Velveetas?
Velveeta.
I know.
Velveeta.
I was like, wait, vegan guys got Velveeta? It's like, no, it's Belvita.
Well, Velveeta, it's not really cheese.
I didn't know it was called Belvita. I thought it was like Belvita. I didn't,
It's 7 different kinds of cheese.
I prefer the blueberry ones over the pumpkin spice. If you want to be serious about this.
I mean, my go-to
Why
is
am I talking like a southern gentleman?
My go-to is the brown sugar cinnamon. I'm a big fan of the brown sugar cinnamon.
You like
just
brown,
like
huh?
So Delicious. No, is it So Delicious? One of those oat milk creamers makes a maple brown sugar. Oh, it's like drinking French toast.
Oh, boy.
And I drink 1 cup of coffee now. I'm down to 1 cup of coffee in the morning. That's pretty much it.
Are you really down to 1 cup?
Well, look, coffee is a diuretic. And when you're drinking a fucking gallon of water every day.
That thing is, show that to the kids.
I am. I'm almost done. I'm at the 7 o'clock line. I'm behind. I gotta get caught up. It's that 75 hard. I gotta drink my gallon of water, and I'm on day 50 something.
Yeah, well, at least it's water, and you're not drinking. I mean, I drink coffee like ridiculous.
And I noticed that like if I drink that all day, I'm good. But if like I drink that and have a cup of coffee or two at night, I'm just nonstop pissing.
Of course.
So,
yeah.
And I got that race. I got a race on Sunday.
Okay.
Dutchess County Classic half marathon.
I can't run.
I gotta get my fartleks going.
Your what?
Fartleks.
Fartleks? What's fartleks?
Fartleks is like when. Okay, so the other night, here we go, people strapping. Last night I had to do what are called Yasso 800s.
Okay.
Which is if you plan on, because I'm doing the New York Marathon in November. If you plan on finishing, let's say you plan on finishing in 5 hours 20 minutes.
Okay.
What you do is you go out on the track and you run 800 meters in 5 minutes 20 seconds. Okay. And then you do a recovery run or jog or walk for 5 minutes 20 seconds, and then run another 800 meters in 5 minutes 20 seconds. Those are called Yasso 800s to build your endurance and train for the race.
Okay.
So fartleks are another thing that like I forget exactly what they are because I just can't get past the name.
So it has nothing to do with your flatulence or it's fartleks?
Yeah, fartlek. Fartlick. It's
spelled correctly.
Yeah. I don't know. It's why when you search something it doesn't tell you what it is? Fartlek run.
What?
Actually, it's Fartlek.
Oh, come on. They had to spoil it.
Which means speed play in Swedish. It's a continuous training with interval training. You basically you warm up for like 8 minutes and then you run for 8 minutes as hard as you can. Mm-hmm. And then do 1 minute easy and then 4 minutes hard, 1 minute easy, 3 minutes hard. Sounds like my sex life.
I know. I was gonna say it's like part of that.
It's like I got it hard for 8 minutes and then it's gone, and then hold on, it's back for 4 minutes. It's hot, and then it's gone. God damn it! Why can't I get my Cialis prescription refilled?
You know, if you have an erection that lasts longer than 4 hours,
I'd be glad if it lasted for 4 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds like some Sting tantric shit going on there. But,
nah, it's all these are to build your endurance because when you're running like a 26-mile race, it's like I will tell you, you hit like mile. The last time I did the virtual marathon, which wasn't even virtual because New York Marathon last year with COVID canceled the marathon, but you could sign up and do the virtual marathon, and you actually had to pay for it. But that got you a spot this year without having to get one of those $5,000 fundraising sponsors.
Oh my God!
So you can join the lottery to get into the. There's a whole bunch of ways you can get into the New York Marathon. Mm-hmm. You can either join the New York Roadrunners Club and do like their 9+1, where you volunteer for 9 races or some shit, or run 9 races, other races, and volunteer for one. You can sign up and try and get a spot with the lottery, or you can find a charity and go, I want to join your charity team. And they go, great, you have to raise $10,000 for us or $5,000 for us, and you get a spot. And all it gets you is a spot. You still got to pay for your entry fee to the race. problem with that is when you sign up, you're like, here's my credit card number. And then you get people to donate. Mm-hmm. And if you hit like $2,000 of the $5,000 in donations, they just charge your credit card the other $3,000.
Oh.
So by signing up last year and paying like $100 and something bucks to join the marathon virtually, I got a spot this year without having to do any fundraising.
That's good.
So anyway, you had to go out and run it. You use like the Strava app, and you had to record yourself running the 26.1 miles in one shot. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to run 5 miles this day and this one the next. But I mean, I hit like mile 17. It was like, oh, I'm running through mud.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I can't lift my legs, my feet. And, you know, I've learned a lot more since then about like hydration. And I'm not even an expert, but like hydration, sodium levels, like taking sodium pills when you run. That's like when you do ultras, you take those.
Okay.
But, you know, energy gels, being hydrated before is even more important, because if you go into that race even slightly dehydrated, hence the coffee and the gallons of water.
Yeah, okay.
Just got to keep your hydration up.
Well, that's exciting, though. I mean, running the NYC Marathon. I'm going to have to go watch.
God, please don't. Yeah, Kate. The worst is Kate's driving me to the city, and I got to get a bus from the New York Public Library over to Staten Island at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. And my start time's not going to be till like noon. But I think like the 6-something bus is the last bus over. And I don't want it, it's going to be you're not going to be able to get into Staten Island.
Yeah.
I would tell you, drive me to Staten Island, but getting over there, all the bridges, everything's shut down. The whole fucking city's shut down for this thing.
Yeah, well, see, I used to live in Bay Ridge.
Brooklyn.
It was I lived a block away from the Verrazano.
All right.
So we used to just walk down the block and look across and watch everybody start. Because I think it used to start in Brooklyn and went over to Staten.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what it is. But yeah, there's times where we just watched it from there.
This is a bucket list thing for me. It's like, I want to run the New York Marathon. Just like the other bucket list thing in my life is like, I want to get a SAG card. I want to be Screen Actors Guild. I want to be, and that was this summer.
Well, you did have a SAG card,
I do.
Society Against...
Societies Against Guidoism? Different SAG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's just my balls that sag.
Yeah, everything's sagging on me, man. Oh. But, yeah, no, that's exciting to do the marathon. I definitely want to check, go there and watch you run. I haven't been since I was a kid, so, don't expect me to run the marathon.
Yeah,
I can't
I know
run
people
down
have
the
run
street.
it. They told me, like, I guess as you come around over the last bridge and come around this curve, it's just a fucking mob of people cheering and screaming. Like, you hit that bridge, and even with headphones on, like, you can kind of hear it as you get closer. It's like an overwhelming, like, mob of people screaming and cheering for all the races. Like, that gets you through that last couple of miles. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. It's.
We'll see if I don't die.
You'll be all right.
It's a November morning. So, there's a song there.
November rain.
There you
That
go.
was my mother watching Guns N' Roses. I didn't know Axl could play the piano.
Dude, there's part of me that hopes it rains.
Why is that?
I had a conversation about this with someone at work today. Like, Kate and I ran last night late. Mm-hmm. And at first I was just like, I just want to get this done. But I had much better times running last night because when the conditions are crap, I feel like I just run better. Okay. In the rain, in the snow, at night. I had a headlamp on. We're running the track. Jeez. And that little light. I'm like, it's because I'm not distracted by like, my leg hurts, or I'm getting tired, or I'm not breathing right, or I'm feeling whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just like I'm just sucked in and reaching in the cookie jar and just running.
Yeah, hey man, I gotta give it to you because yeah, like I said, I can't run up the stairs.
Your brother still runs, though, right?
Yeah, my brother, my sister. My brother-in-law. Yeah, he's more bike than actual running, but
I always talk to your brother and sister about one time we got to run a race together. Just never happens. We're gonna do the Bronx Zoo one at one point too.
Yeah, they did the Bronx Zoo one, which was cool. You can run through it. I mean, the one thing I do like about 5Ks and 10Ks and stuff like that is that the theme ones. Like my sister ran the Rocky one.
Okay.
Because she lives near Philly.
Right.
And you basically run Rocky's path.
Awesome.
And, people get dressed up in the gray suits with the red bandana. Funny. They're pumping Rocky music all through the place while you're doing it. She loved it, They have the zombie ones where the zombies are chasing.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
There's a whole series that goes on down in Disney. That's another one I want to do at some point. They have like, it's a 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon, and a 50K ultra that they do at Disney. And I know a couple of people who are planning on doing them, but they're always at like inconvenient times where I'd never be able to go down there. That's thing sucks. It's like, as much as you get time off teaching, the only time you get off to like and can go to places like that is when every fucking person in the world is going. It's like, oh, you want that nice off-season rate? Tough shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I love Disney, you know, but I've been there 3 times in 4 years. I'm done.
I haven't been there in so long. Last time I went down, I think the last time we were even close to going there was, Kat and Anastasia's birthday when we went and stayed. We got a room at the Hard Rock. It was me, Kat, Anastasia, and Manny. We got a room at the Hard Rock and just got tickets to Universal for Hogwarts.
Yeah, see, I haven't been to Universal yet.
Oh, you got to go to Hogwarts.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Harry Potter dude, believe it or not.
It.
I mean, I've seen them all, you know.
Well, you do have 2 girls, so.
Yeah, well, they've read the Harry Potter and stuff like that. I mean, I just want to go and see Joss come out of the water.
That's right.
You know?
It's funny because Kat and I were just talking. The 20th anniversary of the Harry Potter movie, the first one, Sorcerer's Stone.
Has it been 20 years?
I think it's 20 years. It was 20 or 25 that just happened. But I was like, let's see. It has to be 25. It has to be 25 years.
Okay.
Because she was at college when I saw it, and I was like, you know who I saw that movie with? And she's like, who? I was like, I went to go see that movie with Yankee. She's like, what? And I was like, yeah, it was like all this hype around the movie, and it was like, get your tickets now, and it was like a big hype, and I was like, what the fuck is this movie about? Everybody's hyping about it. I was like, yo, Yankee, want to go see this movie? He's like, okay, let's go. And we went, and it was like, it was good, but it was like,
yeah, our boy Rick, we gotta get him on the podcast, you know, because that gentleman, he was always good for a movie.
I mean, if he's listening, he could have called in, but
you know, we have to come up with some sort of phone number that we're not giving out your actual phone number.
I think I have one of those. I think I have one of those Google phone numbers where you sign. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
No, that's work.
No, that's yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, the fucking people at work with the lottery tickets.
Oh, what's the lottery? You said 42 million.
405 million is the Mega Millions, and the Powerball for tomorrow is like 457 million.
Okay.
I'd take 10%, man. I don't give shit.
Spoiler alert! I ain't gonna win it.
Oh, me neither. I bought my tickets though. Got to be in it to win it.
I guess so. That's what they tell you on the radio and the TV and the internets.
Let's see. Well, let me see what he's at. What you doing?
It's like, you know,
bud?
It's like booty calls.
It is.
You up? You up?
Available? He actually answered me.
He did?
He did.
Oh, boy.
Indeedly-doo.
I will be very excited if I talk to my friend Rick Yankee. We can have a whole episode about Cheap Trick albums. That'll be a rank. Cheap Trick albums.
Maybe he's hanging out the little lady.
Ooh.
Out to dinner with...
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I should call him anyway. I don't give a shit if he's out to dinner with his
woman.
woman.
No, leave the boy alone. He deserves it. He deserves it. You know, how long have we been babbling, by the way?
An hour and 7 minutes.
This might be a short one.
This is a short one, like my penis.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that everybody needs to know that. Penis.
Oh, it's the Irish curse, man.
That's right.
You know.
10 inches. Yeah. 2 inches of dick, 8 inches of balls.
Exactly. So let's recap, actually, what we were talking about. So, for television, we have Why the Last Man, which is on Hulu. Oh, there I am.
You keep going off the camera.
I'm like this.
Go home, camera. You're drunk. I'm not doing. It's you know what? It's on me. It's my job to keep you in frame.
Just make me look cool. All right. No. So
you sound like the guy. What's that fucking drunk guy from The Simpsons? I think it is. I don't know what.
You mean party?
Yeah.
No, I do a good Bender though.
Oh, Bender. That's what it is.
I gotta get my own planet with blackjack and hookers.
That's right. We do voices too.
Oh, he's like, I'm in a restaurant. No.
You're in a restaurant.
Restaurant. It's called McDonald's. It's not a Scottish restaurant.
Yeah. There's these beautiful arches over it.
Proposing? ? Oh, I would love
I
to.
don't-
I would love to make him step away from the table and be like, "What's going on, guys?"
Hey, just calling up, seeing what's going on.
You know what though? It is very telling that he's like, "Wait, what do you got? Why? What's up?" Let's like, okay, you don't know. That means you ain't listen. You haven't been listening. Someone needs a spanking hard.
Well, we are off our Wednesdays, so
Well, yeah, that's the other thing is we're probably gonna have to change. He said propose. Hell no. Oh no, I might have to blow him up. We are with school.
don't
being
expose
in
him on his text.
No, I think
It's
we've
like
talked
proposing.
about this.
Fuck that bitch. No.
He said, "Oh hell no, I'm not ready for that."
Slow down, boy.
Who is question mark exclamation? I love those punctuations. Fuck, what was I saying? That we'd have to change the day just because with school being back, it's like.
Yeah. So, we'll definitely keep you guys up to date, about, we were doing Wednesdays, but now...
Tuesdays. And then releasing the audio on Wednesday.
Yes. So if you're one of those people that, actually listen to this when we're live streaming it, first of all, thank you.
Was there 5 years?
Now you get to see this, which is, but, you could live stream it and then we post it usually next day or the day after. Yeah, we're going to have to start coming up with a new week, but we'll definitely keep you guys informed. This one will be up on, the Spotifys and the Apples and all that stuff, which, by the way, give us a rating on Apple Podcasts. I said it before.
Rate, review.
Rate, share, all that stuff, because, right now, like we said, we have over 100 people that like the Facebook page, which, by the way, that's awesome. We love you guys. If one of you guys, if all of you guys went and gave us a review, whether it's 5 stars, 1 star, tell me we suck.
We might crack the top.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, Apple Podcast reviews, like Apple Podcast rankings, are not based off of like overall reviews. Mm-mm. It's a week by week. Like, how many did you get this week?
Yeah.
And how much have you gone up this week? Like, if you went from 2 to 102, that's a huge percentage increase, which pushes you up in the rankings.
Yeah. So, guys, we need your help. Go on to Apple Podcasts, give us a rate, share it, follow it, whatnot. I mean, whoever gets the best. I mean, we should put something in there where it's the best review. I don't care if it's a 5 star or 1 star or whatever. The best review will win a prize. We'll come up with a prize. I don't know what it's going to be, but maybe with our new merch, maybe you get a new T-shirt. Maybe you get a new hat.
Maybe get a pair of my old underwear.
Maybe you can get a pair of my Golden Girl socks.
Ooh,
one of the 6. I'm not going to give you all 6. You got to have 1 pair. And I promise I'll wash them first. But best review. Yeah, I'm putting it out.
I'm going to wash my undies.
I'm throwing the gauntlet down, John.
Just pulling it out and flapping it on the table.
Best review on Apple Podcasts. It doesn't even have to be, of course we'd love a 5-star review.
Of course. Who
but
wouldn't?
Even if it's like we talked about the gummy bears a couple of episodes ago. I mean, be creative. Come up with something ridiculous. The best review that we get wins something. So, put that out there. You can blame me. So, everybody, go on there. If every person that liked our Facebook page did a review, come on. That'd be awesome. So keep that in mind. So, to recap, I think with this one, we started the recap and then this should be the ADD episode because we're all over the place.
That's
Why the Last Man?
Yep.
Train to Busan.
Yep.
Train to Busan Peninsula.
Kin. On AMC Plus.
AMC Plus. So if
or
you're an
download it where you bootleg shows everywhere.
Yes. I used to love when Facebook used to do the pirate mode. What be troubling you? Instead of post. We also talked about new music. Candlebox.
Can't believe they're still playing. They're
That's
still
right.
making music.
That'll be a new segment for our next one is, wait, they're still putting out music?
Wait, they're still putting out music?
Yeah, that'll be our new one. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to come up with some
Which does kind of go hand in hand with, I thought they were dead.
That could be another one. We could do... I thought they were dead, and then switch to with Norm. Actually they are dead.
Oh yeah, they are. They went through Prince's library of shit that he didn't think was good enough, and we're like, we need a little more money. Let's.
Yeah, and that's another thing I want to talk about. Well, we talked about Candlebox, Billy Idol. I'm trying to stay on focus here.
David Hasselhoff's new
David
song.
Hasselhoff. Come on now, who's not downloading that? We're going to update the Spotify playlist after we sign off. So go on to the Spotify playlist. I'm going to post it on the page today. You can follow it. It's collaborative. You can go on and add stuff on there if you have a band, if you have anything going on. Obviously, music-wise.
And we'll hear it in
Spotify.
Hey, maybe we'll even talk about it on the show.
Exactly. So if you got a band that you're like on Spotify.
We don't need your entire freaking...
Yes. Limit it to one or two, please.
This is my solo album of ukulele songs that I did with my brother in honor of the late, great Jimi Hendrix. Oh, thank you.
It's our Casey Anthony.
Remembering Casey.
Remembering Casey. And the towers fell. No, just, cut it out, will you?
Oh, there's a call-in I'd love to score.
What's that?
Oh, no, I would never be able to get that call-in.
But anyway, go on to Spotify, like and share and subscribe. Go on to YouTube, like and share and subscribe. Every episode, once it drops, we will put on the Facebook page, which has the link. Any place you download podcasts, you can check it out. We'll update the Spotify playlist, so check out these bands that we're going to put on there. I'm going to throw on some Candlebox for you. We're going to rock into some 90s stuff. Yeah, baby. I won't put the Daughtry song on. I'll spare you for that one. But maybe the Billy Idol one. The Billy Idol one was classic. So Billy Idol, Candlebox, Kin. Train to Busan, Alive, which is the Korean version. Hashtag Alive, which is the Korean version of the one they're coming out with, which looks good. And next time we're on, I'll give my review of all the scaries that I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch Malignant, and I think I'm going to rent Candyman, because I like Candyman.
I will tell you, just to wrap it back around, who the hell's texting me? Go away. Oh my God, it's these fucking... The people I work with, not to get too, rather than everybody give like one person $2 to get in the pool for the lottery, everybody just buys a ticket and we all share a photo of your ticket that you bought in a group chat. But now everybody seems to want to be like, I'm going to chat back. Hey, we're not going to win. You're not going to win.
Or it's when somebody posts something on a group chat and then you get 500 thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks.
Good job.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, I did download Candyman. Haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
And I downloaded Old.
Oh, okay.
So I am going to watch it at some point.
Yeah, we're going to have a Candyman review.
So that's our homework. Between now and next week, we both have to watch Candyman so we can talk about it.
Yeah, we're both going to watch Candyman.
And you listeners should watch it too.
Yes. And let us know what you think. I mean, Candyman, the first one, classic. Part 2 and 3, dog shit. Don't watch those. Watch Candyman, watch the new Candyman, which, by the way, it's not made by freaking, what's his face? Jordan Peele. No, he produced it.
I was going to say, the producer is like, I'll give you some money for it, and I give you enough money that you give me a producing credit.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jordan Peele, but, let's be real. He just put his name on there. The director...
And they put his name on it because it goes, a Jordan Peele production.
Yeah.
And everybody goes to watch it because it's Jordan Peele.
Like, do you remember Hostel? Remember Eli Roth's Hostel?
Yeah.
Which I love Eli Roth, his movies. Quentin Tarantino produced it, and they just stuck his name on there.
It's like Vulgar, but that was a good fucking movie.
Vulgar, yes. That's your other assignment, if you could find that one. What's that line he used to do? Mr. Fuckface. Stop calling me that! But anyway, check out these recommendations, and thank you again for everybody who's liked our new page. Coming up soon, like I said, we're going to review Candyman. We're going to review some of these scaries. I'm going to catch up on some of my my TV that I was supposed to be watching. So yeah, that's our homework assignment. We're going to watch Candyman. And see how that was. I'm anxious to see it. I've been heard mixed reviews on it.
I'm going to watch Old too because you went to see it in the theaters. I'm going to let you know what I think.
Oh, God, you have to watch Old. I mean, I did spoil the one part but you have to tell. Just watch that part with the pregnancy and just be like, that's really wrong.
I'm sure it is.
It took me a minute, but after I watched it, I was like, wait a second. Yeah, that's not good. But yeah, check out old. We'll talk about old. We'll talk about Candyman. We'll talk about some new music that's coming out, and all of the other good stuff that we talk about. So, yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I think we did it again.
We did it.
We did it.
Lo estimos. We did it. Old Dora the Explorer.
On the map. On the map. On the map. We fucking know you're the map.
Map of Hawaii.
Rake Candy Island. Say it with me. Rake Candy Island. Fuck you, map. All right?
Just tell me where to go. I don't need clues.
Yeah.
That's not your job.
And you don't have to tell me that. And
Fuck you, I'm using Waze.
We'll leave with this, okay? I promise. We're leaving with this. All these kid shows, Ross, we love you. You know, we know that you're in deep with some of this stuff. Now I don't have young kids anymore, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So I guess the rest of you were all fucked. But why does every kid show have to have screaming like this? Map. Rake, fire hydrant, dildo. Say it with me. Oh, please. Everything was yelling. Dora was always yelling. Shut the fuck up, Dora. I'll leave it with that.